Yo dudes! Oh, sorry, I'm home alone. Dave here by himself. Steve's gone away, so I'm flying solo. So please be with me, be empathetic to me. I haven't done many of these by myself, so I'll do my best. Today I'm going to cook for you a vegan protein bowl. So this is something which I do all the time. I genuinely cook at home all the time. It's simple and easy. It takes 15 minutes, and it is one of my lazy go-to meals. It's quinoa kale. We've got lots of, I'm going to do chickpeas instead of hummus, and I'm going to serve it with kimchi. I'm going to make a nice, while things are cooking, I'm going to make a nice peanut coconut kind of ginger dressing to go over the whole thing. Really simple. It'll take 15 minutes. Great for a Friday night or a Saturday night. So here we go. Okay, so first step, I've got a pan on a high heat, and I'm going to add in 2 decent tablespoons of oil. Okay, so while my pan's heating up, I'm going to chop a chili. I've got 1 red chili. I like it quite spicy, so you've got to kind of make your own mind up. If you don't like it spicy, use half a chili. Maybe I'll just use half, okay. I'll use half a chili, I'll be more democratic. So I've got half a chili, I'm gonna add it into the pan. Nice bit of sizzle there. I've taken a thumb-sized piece of ginger. I've left the skin on because it was organic ginger, because most of the minerals are in the skin in ginger as well. So I'm gonna add in a thumb-sized piece of ginger, which I've chopped, and the chili. So this is tempeh. I love tempeh. It's so simple, it's tasty, and you'll get it in most health food stores. It's kind of like tofu, but it's a bit more grizzly. So if you can't get tofu, or if you can't get tempeh, just use tofu. So I'm going to chop it into nice little bits. I like it nice and small because then there's more surface area to get flavor into it. So just chop it up nice. So see the way tempeh, it's almost like it's got little ribs in it. We're just going to add it into the pan. And tempeh, it's made of soya beans, so it is naturally high in protein. I won't give you a percentage because I'll be making it up, but I think it could be something like 700% protein, something like that. No, okay, joke. Not a very good joke, but hey, I'm trying. I think like soybeans are something like 40% protein off the top of my head, and it's made of soybeans, so it's high in protein. So, yay. Okay, next up, this is a 2-pan trick, so you're gonna have to clean 2 pans after, but it is a lazy dinner. Okay, pan on a high heat. Once again, I'm gonna go in with about a tablespoon of oil here. This one is the best way to cook kale, genuinely. Stephen learnt this a few years ago from our Italian friend, Pietro. So you've got 2 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna add it into the pan. And I'm gonna fry them for about a minute until they start to go golden. I've got regular kale. I'm just gonna remove the main vein off it and then tear it up. So just shred it into bite-sized little pieces. The main vein is just too fibrous, so you wanna remove that. And obviously any kind of yellowy looking bits. Okay, so I've fried my garlic down for about a minute and a half. It's kind of starting to turn golden. I've shredded a full pack of kale. I just got a full, pack from the shop. It was 100 grams or so. I'm gonna add all the kale in. So it's really just bite-sized. I ripped it with my hands. Oh, there's a bit of ginger. I don't think I want that in it. I'm not even gonna really stir it. You need to get a lid and put a lid on it. And what's gonna happen now is that all the steam from the frying kale it'll just steam and kind of infuse with the garlic flavor and the oil. It's just class, it really is like this. I've knocked it down to medium heat. I'm gonna leave it there for 2 minutes and it'll just steam itself nicely and become garlic infused. My tempeh is nearly done. So dinner's not far off ready now. Okay, so while both them are cooking away, I'm gonna make a really nice sauce. Not essential, but it's really good. It'll take a good dish and take it to the next level. Now I'm gonna make a peanut, coconut, and ginger kind of satay sauce. So I've got a small tin of coconut milk. Just use half the regular one. I think this is 150 ml. Well, I've got some peanut butter. Use almond butter if you don't like peanut butter, if you don't have it. But the peanut's kind of nice. It gives, obviously, a peanutty taste. I'm gonna add in a decent heaped tablespoon. I'm gonna add in juice of a lime. And I've got a drizzle of maple syrup. A tablespoon of maple syrup. Okay, and the last 2 ingredients I've got is ginger and chili. I'm gonna add both them in, and we're just gonna blend this until it's smooth. Oh, smells delicious. Yum. Okay, so we're pretty much ready. Kale smells class. Tempeh is done. Okay, so I'm going to split the tempeh between 2 bowls. Tempeh's over here. So this will serve 2 hungry people or 4 not so hungry people. I'm gonna add the kale in now. So the kale's nice and tender, you can feel it, and it smells. It tastes, there's a lovely kind of infused garlic flavour to it. Okay, in the pan which I've done my, either pan, whichever one's easiest for you to kind of wipe out, I'm gonna add another tablespoon of oil back in. I've got 1 tin of chickpeas, I've just drained and rinsed them. Like, I would often use hummus, but I couldn't find any hummus here, so I'm gonna make a kind of spiced chickpea. In goes a tin of chickpeas. I'm gonna add in, woof, that's hot. In on top of the chickpeas, I've got about a teaspoon of smoked paprika. I'm gonna add in a little bit of black pepper and a little bit of salt. And a decent pinch of salt. So it makes a kind of spiced Moroccan style chickpeas. Okay, so chickpeas are done. They literally take a minute. Really, really simple and easy. Okay, so I've got my kale, my tempeh layered up. I'm gonna put in some kimchi. I'll always have kimchi or sauerkraut of some form in the fridge. I just think it's so important for your microbiome and for the bacteria in your gut, as in for your digestion, your immune system, all those various things. We'll add a bit of the chickpeas in. So chickpeas obviously high in protein as well. Just use hummus if you don't have any tins of chickpeas. That's what I'll often do at home. But these kind of spiced chickpeas are really, really good. Super delicious. We're gonna add a little bit of avocado with it. Yeah, I recently heard that avocado hand is actually an injury. So you know the way you cut an avocado like this? There's an actual injury now where people cut their hand and it's called avocado hand. So yeah, I just like to slice it into little wedges. Finally! Okay, we have our dressing. It's beautiful little peanut, coconut, spicy, gingery, yum, yum, yum. And finally, just to take a good dish to a great dish, I'm gonna top it with a sprinkle of sesame seeds. There you have it, vegan protein bowls for 2 people. Great to make on a Friday or Saturday night. And something I genuinely do make all the time. If you can press the little bell up on the top right or top left hand corner of your screen, that means you'll get notified, you'll get an email every time we upload a video, which is just Tuesdays and Friday. There's no spam, it's really clear, simple. And really, we just want to try to get as much vegan, delicious, tasty food in front of people. So if you can do that, it'll really help our videos to be more visible to people. So thanks for that. And yeah, we've been listening to you as well. So we're gonna try to put I'll try to write this recipe up and we'll put it in the description or we'll put it on our website and link to that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Dave here. So yeah, sending loads of love. I'm gonna do another one of these protein bowls because I do really like these and I eat lots of them. So yeah, let us know what you like to put in your vegan protein bowls. Cheers, bye.